Are we winning the war on waste? Is what we're talking about today on the East Central Business Show. I'm John Naylor. I'm joined by Rachel Baigent from Miltek, Australia, or Miltek Queensland, yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, are we winning the war on waste? There's some stuff on TV at the moment. There's a lot in the media about winning the war on waste. Wow. Is this a new thing, Rachel?
Well,
oh no, I'm touching a nerve here, by the way.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a new thing. I've been working in Miltek for 14 years, and we've seen a lot of great work done in Queensland. I'm proud to be here, and I think that there's an enormous effort by people and companies to do the right thing. But now we are being forced into it by the waste prices are going to increase, and we are now going to have to really engage to avoid a lot of waste going to landfill.
What do you mean the price is going up?
So there's going to be a waste levy implemented.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, Queensland's the only state without one, and so
it's about time then, probably.
That's why we got thousands of tonnes of waste were brought over in trucks from New South Wales and other states, because it was cheaper to dump it here.
We're not a rubbish tip. This is Queensland we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, we are, and we have been massively. So
what, for a number of years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. So the levy then is going to kick in, and we're going to have to smarten up our behaviours around it.
Hugely, yeah. So for businesses, it's going to have an enormous impact, because they are going to get charged $70 a tonne more for their waste that's taken to landfill, and that's going to increase over the next 4 years to up to $90 a tonne. But those companies that are doing the right thing, that are diverting everything that they possibly can and recycling everything possible, it's only affecting the weight that goes to landfill. The other recyclables, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. But are we talking about maybe just, pun intended, a couple of bad eggs, that are caught up in the recycling there, or you think it's something where Queensland, we really do need to make some fundamental changes around our behaviours, yeah?
Hugely. Yeah, it was so cheap to send waste to landfill, everybody just did it. And now it's not. Now it's the shock and awe situation.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm loving it. I'm just like, I've waited 14 years for this, because I've watched the other states around Australia and people being forced or change their ways, and for the better of those states. And Queensland has just sat and carried on, because they didn't have to, and now we do, and we can do something good about it. Like, it's an opportunity. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a good thing, because it's now the incentive to really make those changes and divert and change and recycle and create new businesses here in Queensland, where people are recycling product that we predominantly sent overseas. We could do it here.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, I'm a bit surprised still. You're sort of saying, Queensland, we've probably been dragging the heels,
Yeah.
Because let's just go through a couple of people here involved in this. So, businesses themselves normally want to be good corporate citizens, but you're saying a bottom line, driver has been it's easy to landfill because it's cheaper. As a business, we're going to make that decision. But I'm still a bit surprised they're not stepping up and saying, no, we're a good corporate citizen. We want to do the right thing.
Well, there's a lot of businesses that do, and in my experience, when we go out into sites, we do waste audits, and we look at all the different waste that we can help them recycle, and what we are left are the ones that we can't. But like, there's huge inroads into composting, and some of the technology, it's emerging. So it wasn't cost effective to compost. And now it is. Now we've got fantastic hotels. We do a lot of work in hotels and restaurants and cafes and things, and they're getting into composting. And that's just a fantastic way of recycling. We've got hotels that are actually, with the composted material, they're growing all their herbs and vegetables. And so it's a full circular operation, and everybody's getting behind it. And so it's an opportunity for Queenslanders to kind of bring out the passion, and it's there. I see it. I see people trying, but a lot of it is they don't know how to do it. And so we help them. We'll have a look at the way that they move the waste around their businesses and say, well, look, why don't we compact it where you're creating it, and you go out once a day with a beautiful bale of a product that the recyclers want, and you're not going and opening the door and letting all the bugs and flies and heat and everything come in. And the staff stay where they are, and they're safer half the time. They're not, wandering through with loose waste, getting hit by forklifts. There's so many consequences to loose waste.
But that's the thing. So it looks like we've unleashed the passion there, by the way. But but it's really interesting, because I was just breaking it down in terms of so businesses normally want to be good corporate citizens. Yeah. Now at management level though, is it like an awareness thing that they're not switched on to these possibilities, opportunities, and that they could be doing things better?
I believe all of us are green inside. We're all trying to be, and a lot of it's time. I sometimes challenge the general managers and the CEOs to come down out the back of the building and open up the bin and have a look and see what your staff are dealing with. And if you can make it a nicer environment for to handle the waste and the recyclable materials, then they are. Then your staff are going to do the right thing, and it affects your bottom line, because the line that says the cost of waste in your business, it's a nasty line, and what we can sometimes do is reduce that right down, and then sometimes like with things like cardboard, we actually get a revenue from it. Really terrific.
So that's the management then. So how about the staff then? So as you move to the front end, or the best people in the business, the coalface, so they're empowered too. I mean, there's normally green people within. We've all got that mindset. The actual line staff want to do the right thing, don't they?
They do, and see what they need is the processes to be easy for them, and so it's not just a case of you've just got to lug it all through the building and down 3 flights of stairs and out and up into the bins. How about we provide lovely bag stands that you can capture the product that you can recycle, and we'll have little machines that you can just put whole boxes in and just get them to crush for you, and you're not, slitting your wrist with standing knives. Oh yeah, because
we're talking about that back in the day in the delicatessens that I worked in. It was a bit of a mission, and it was a risk. We cut ourselves.
And you jumped in bins, didn't you?
Jumped in bins. Oh, there was all sorts of this. Compactors way too near to my head. Somehow I survived.
And when people think about compactors, they always think of huge machines. We have these gorgeous little ones, straight out of Europe, that are small and take up the footprint of, say, a wheelie bin. And staff, we've got children using them. Say in McDonald's, we have hundreds and hundreds of children, effectively, 16-year-olds and up, using them safely, and they're getting on board like that. Now they can sort it.
So you're saying the line staff actually get engaged in this process, because they've got this really cute machine that creates these beautiful little parcels.
They do.
Little
and it doesn't smell. Things like general waste. Say if you, we'll end up with bags of waste. After we've sorted all the good stuff out, we've got stuff that we just can't recycle at the moment. And so we put them in one of our little express compactors, and it makes little slabs, and as they stack up, we don't get the odours coming out of the bins, which bring all the ibises and all of the the crows and the rats and everything else.
So it's not the smells coming out of it.
And you want the areas with the bins not to be disgusting anymore.
No, fabulous. So, all right, anyway. Well, we're just about out of time in this segment. So as I said, we've touched the passion here. Now, how do people most easily get in touch with you, Rachel, and Miltek Queensland?
Great. Well, they can contact us through our website, or they can email on qld@miltek.com.au. They can call us on our 1800 Miltek number. Would be fantastic.
They'll get hold of you as well. Okay. You've got some real passion around recycling coming there. This is part of a 4-part series that we're doing with Rachel around the subject of recycling. So look out for those other episodes if you're interested in this subject, and we'll see you next time on the East Central Business Show. Thank you very much for watching another episode of the East Central Business Show. What we're doing on the East Central Business Show is we're bringing you business leaders and the best of the knowledge. We want to bring them on the show and release that content so that that's something that we can share with you via this easy to consume format. So you can follow us across LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google+, or just regularly visit the eastcentral.com.au/show website, pick out the best things for you and educate yourself on that premise. Now there's video content there for you, so you can just watch the video and inform yourself in your own time. We've also now podcasting that content as well, so it's really simple to consume. You can listen to it on the way to work in the car or during your daily exercise regime.
Beyond that, we're also looking to connect with business experts. So if you consider yourself to be an expert in your field, please make contact so we can schedule you in and have you come on the show so you can release your content and increase your brand across our format. Beyond that, we also invite people to send us their email address so we can send you our monthly magazine. And that's just the best of the content, the best of the videos for the month, put out once again, and an email arrives in your inbox, so you can just go through and pick out the things that are really going to educate you and advance you in your field of expertise and in business. We're a business focused show. So thank you very much once again for watching, and we'll see you next time.